So WrestleMania is coming soon. And I want to go back and watch some retro WrestleMania, some of the best WrestleManias from the past. But which ones do I watch? I don't want to watch all of them, 1 through 36. No, thank you. I want to pick some of the best ones. But how do I do it? What do I do? I know.
Babe,
I'll be back.
can you pick a number for me between 1 and 36?
23.
Awesome. Thank you very much. 23, guys.
WrestleMania 23. All grown up. Brought some good memories back, and then a couple of sad ones, realising even though it wasn't that long ago, there were a few people, performers, wrestlers on this card that are no longer with us. R.I.P. Umaga, Ashley, and the third one I'm not even going to mention. I loved when Money in the Bank was at WrestleMania. It was a feature match of WrestleMania. While, yeah, everyone thinks, yeah, it's great that it's one of the big 5 pay-per-views. No, it's a big 5 pay-per-view. I preferred it being a feature of WrestleMania, and this was a great way to kick off the show. You had some big names in this match: Jeff Hardy, Booker T, Finlay, CM Punk, Mr. Kennedy, Matt Hardy, Randy Orton, and Edge. It was what you expect, really, from an opening match, a ladder match, a multi-man ladder match. There's so many nowadays. You become numb to them. Back then, that match was just fantastic. I remember watching it thinking, oh my God, this is fantastic. It's been overdone now. So going back and watching it now wasn't anything special, really. Mr. Kennedy got the win, and we all remember what happened to him. He never really got to cash it in. It was a shame, really. He was a good character. I enjoyed Mr. Kennedy, but we all know what happened there. The second match was a hard watch. Great Khali versus Kane. Khali gets the win. It was a short match. You weren't going to get much from these two giants. It was poor. It was pointless. Not one to go back and watch and talk about. Another match not many people are going to talk about was MVP going up against Chris Benoit. I enjoyed Chris Benoit as a worker, I will say, but what he did you can't really put him in the sort of conversation where he should be as a wrestler. What he did is what he did, and that's about it. And I'm not going to go into any more, really, about that. Batista versus The Undertaker. A good heavyweight title match in the mid-card. I enjoyed this one. I don't see what Batista could have been the man, really, to take The Undertaker's streak. But he came close. The Undertaker, once again, World Heavyweight Champion. Oh, I remember ECW, WWE's ECW. That was trash, wasn't it? But they did have some good young up-and-coming superstars come through that brand. And in this match, ECW Originals versus the New Breed, it was nice to see, finally, after all the years of struggling through working in bingo halls, the ECW Originals finally got their moment in the spotlight at WrestleMania. The likes of Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, Sabu, RVD. It was nice to see at least like Dreamer, Sandman and Sabu. You knew RVD had already been in WrestleMania matches, but the other three, it was nice for them to get that moment. They were going up against guys, well, they didn't really have great careers, did they, after ECW went under? Well, the WWE one, they forgot about it. You had Thorne. You remember that vampire dude? Marcus Corvon, formerly known as Monty Brown. He was awesome in TNA. They dropped the ball with him in WWE, though. Elijah Burke, the Pope, got better as he left the WWE, in my opinion. The character he played in TNA was fantastic. And Matt Striker was in a match. Now he's the commentator for TNA, or Impact Wrestling, sorry. The match itself was okay for a multi-man tag match. Nothing to really rave about. Then it went on to the Battle of the Billionaires. And it was actually the Battle of the Billion. McMahon and Trump overshadowed what was actually a decent match between Bobby Lashley and Umaga. going back and watching it, it was a pretty good match between the two. It's just that Trump and Vince basically just stole the spotlight and everyone wasn't really concentrating on the match. And then you had Austin as the ref. Lashley and Umaga just got lost basically in the shuffle. They were basically pushed. The match itself got pushed right to the back. The two guys that were actually performing, it was all about Trump, Vince and Austin. Then we had a lumber duel match. That was terrible. Melina versus Ashley. My God. Melina was good. Ashley was good, but the way they produced, the time the women got back then was just criminal, wasn't it? The way they were treated. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. One match that lasted about 5 minutes, if that. Ridiculous. And now, going forward, over 13, 14 years later, and we're talking about a second women's match, possibly main event in night 1 of WrestleMania. The main event, Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, against John Cena. And back then, everyone, like even me, was just pissed off seeing John Cena main event in after pay-per-view after pay-per-view, always being the champion. Other people that we thought deserved to be the champion, not getting a look in. And going back now, you can appreciate really how good John Cena actually was. The match itself was brilliant, really good, and kind of makes me feel like and I don't want to say I miss John Cena. It was a good match, enjoyed it. Cena wins. It was overall, I enjoyed going back and watching this WrestleMania. I forgot about this one, how good it was. Not the greatest of matches, but it was enjoyable. It felt like a big deal. It felt like a big show, and I enjoyed every minute of it, of watching it. I will be doing hopefully another WrestleMania retro review coming very soon. I don't know what number it's going to be. Let me know what your favourite WrestleMania is. Smash a number down below. Maybe I'll pick that one. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.